And it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter here to start things out in the bottom of the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Pinch hitting for the Cubs, number 0, Eddie J.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble.
Make the turn, make the turn.
Around first, he's digging for second. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
You know, D-Row, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. I can't be, you're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Up next for the Cubs, the first baseman, Cody Bellinger.
And a pitch takes off inside and gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, it was already a dicey situation with 2 on and no out, and then things get worse, but the wild pitch there. So instead of a chance to turn 2, they've got runners on second and third, and a base hit will drive in a pair.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Naylor battles the sun a bit, but has it for out number 1.
Now batting, the right fielder, Wrigley.
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
I see it driving, see it driving.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Swing, and he pops him up. Dalton is there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration, popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
Now batting, center fielder, Brennan Davis.
Popped up. Devers waits on it. And the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Cubs lead this one 10-3. Enrique Espinoza takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 28, Enrique.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning.
So you want to see who's coming to fucking Fortnite, bro?
It took that great start to another notch in the win column.
Yeah, I want to see it.
At the end of
You're getting me
action.
shocked by this
Chicago
one.
scored a lucky 13 in this one. Quinn Priester wins out of the bullpen his 9th victory of the year. Seth Romero couldn't get out of the first in this one as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Of course, we got to look for the ad to be over.
Let's finally have it. We are the John Cena skating program. A brand new John Cena skating.
Oh, John Cena. Coming to Fortnite. On the Fortnite. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. In the Fortnite, baby.
Safely.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Chicago Cubs. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Cesar Quezada is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
the left fielder.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Jeffrey Ramos. And now the Diamondbacks look to push more across in the opening frame. This is on the ground over to first. Scooped up. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score. Settling in now, Eddie James. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Eddie James.
Now here it comes. Liner into right center. That's a base hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. The throw is wild, and it gets away.
Right here, easy, easy.
And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Riley Green, trying to cash in here in his first at-bat with a runner at third and 2 gone.
He'll be here on the 28th on Fortnite, and I'm going to make sure I get that motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. 28.
Yep.
Now a changeup is bounced to second.
This month, yeah.
Yeah, this
Throw
month,
in
okay.
time, and the side is
Right
retired.
before SummerSlam.
No
Okay,
damage
right
done after
before
the
the
2-out
SummerSlam.
triple.
Yes.
Back with more on
Right
this fine
before the
Saturday night
SummerSlam.
following this.
Yes.
Digging in to try it again. Eddie
I couldn't
James,
believe when I saw it.
coming
Like, get the
off a
fuck
month
out of here,
in
John
which
Cena.
National League Player of the Month recognition.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by.
Goodbye.
Hit high and deep. Stretch.
Goodbye.
Stretch. You can't put it on the board. Yeah.
Yes. Goodbye. Goodbye.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Up next for Arizona, Lionel Fox.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks, the right fielder, Lionel.
Softly on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Digging in, Jeffrey Ramos. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Jeffrey.
Down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Digging in and looking for more, Eddie James, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A leap here, but it ticks off his glove. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next it'll be the fleet-footed first baseman, Eddie James.
It doesn't look very promising so far this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully.
That ball hit high and deep. Stretch. Stretch. You can't put it on the board. Yes! A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
Man, that's not very nice. You come in from the bullpen and you get greeted with a bomb. He's going to have to hit the reset button pronto.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Josh Naylor. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Naylor.
on the ground out to second. On to first, and the Diamondbacks are turned away as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. The next Cub up, Eddie James, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Yep, just another successful day at the office for these guys. But this one has a little bit of added significance, as that's win number 82 for them on the year. So they're assured of finishing the season with a winning record.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The Diamondbacks put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. George Torres records his 14th winning decision of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for the ballgame tonight. First for the victorious Diamondbacks. 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Chicago Cubs. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Lincoln Cole is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, attaboy, nice rip.
Line drive base hit.
Go hard, go hard.
The relay.
Come on, you're down, you're down.
And he is in there with an RBI triple.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on an RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit here.
At the plate, Brennan Davis. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning.
Davis.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home this.
Striding in, Joe Rizzo. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Now batting, Eddie James. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? Pitch on the way. Here's a high pop-up. Number 40 is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Eddie James, and he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award. A swing and a high drive to right center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Ready for another shot now, Eddie James. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way.
It might be. It could be. It's gone. A home run.
A solo shot here to left, so he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And just like that, it's down to a 3-run ball game.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Eddie James. His line so far, 2 for 4, but the hits are a home run and a triple.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And this is going to get down out there and should get all the way to the ivy for extra bases.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So
in now, Brennan Davis.
I don't know, Chris.
Really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. James stands at second.
No,
with 2
Chris
gone.
who?
Cubs are down to their final strike here. And now the runner's trying for third. There's
What,
a
Chris,
swing,
Mike?
and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. Goodbye, home run.
How many fucking Chris's are in the world, bro? I know fucking Fat Chris. I know Kojak. I'm going to do Chris's I really know.
It's a 2-run shot to
What did I beat him
straightaway
with you?
left. 29 home runs for him on the year as they've cut this deficit down to 4.
Where?
Downtown when we went
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is
I never met nobody.
the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful...
Maybe Herman met him, but I didn't meet him.
Well, the discussion around this game is real easy. It goes back to that big 6th inning when they put everything together. They really broke out there and just brought it home after that.
12-8 is the way this contest ends.
As far as I know, we never stopped talking to nobody.
6th inning to victory in this one.
We kept walking the whole time.
Cruz hangs win number 11 on his line. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 29 minutes.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A Labor Day matchup in store for you here between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Chicago Cubs. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Jeff Fisher is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point.
It might be. It could be. It's gone. A home run.
So it's a solo shot to dead center. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
I guess guess the pitchers haven't been talking in the dugout because it looks like they've learned nothing about this guy. He's torched them for 4 home runs this series, and they're still giving him pitches to hit.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Eddie James. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this...
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. So he's into second on the 2-base hit here to lead off the home fourth. If you take a look at the Cubs leaders in that department, you can see he's right at the top leading this Chicago roster. Coming to the plate now, Brennan Davis.
Now batting, left fielder, Brennan Davis.
Runners on his way to third. High in the air out toward shallow right. Fox is over a few steps as he puts it away for the first out. Now at the plate, Gabriel Arias.
The batter number 13, shortstop, Gabriel.
And the runner's breaking for third. This is line to left, and that's in there, base hit. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game. Eddie James will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. He hits it hard. He hits it deep. It is out of here.
That's the 28th.
A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, his second of the game, and the Cubs have taken a 4-1 lead.
John Cena.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September.
Ready to take his hacks again, Eddie James, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Driven deep at the wall. It is gone. So a solo shot here to left center field, his third home run of the ball game, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in one game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in the baseball.
Into the box, number 40. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. The 1-1 is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get 2. 1 there on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for. Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory, and look on to the next one.
6-1, the final tally today. The Chicago Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jeff Fisher earned his 9th win of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final.